Welcome to Urban Knife Guy, where we explore the urban knife style and jungle survival. Today we're going to look at which are the best Swiss Army knives for bushcraft and camping. Victorinox makes a variety of sizes of Swiss Army knives with many combinations of tools. Which makes the most sense for outdoor use? Let me know what you think in the comments below. First, if you watch this channel regularly but have not subscribed, please do so to support the channel. Thanks. Here are a couple of the most common sizes of Swiss Army knives from Victorinox. There's the 58mm, 84mm, 91mm, and 111mm. Different sizes and tool sets are designed for specific needs and purposes. For bushcraft and camping, I personally think you need a larger knife, and I tend to go with the 111mm knife. If you intend to use a Swiss Army knife for bushcraft tasks such as cutting, slicing, feather sticking, and some kind of wood processing, you definitely want a larger and thicker blade. The 111mm Swiss Army knives are larger and thicker and give you much more capabilities than these knives. Here are three different 111mm Swiss Army knives that have tool sets that make them suitable for bushcraft and camping. This is the Trailmmaster, also known as the Trekker in some markets. This is the two-handed version. There's also a one-handed version where you can deploy the blade with one hand. This has nylon scales and this is black. Second one over here is the Forrester M grip. It has a combination of nylon scales with rubber grips, and this has a one-hand deployment blade. And the final one over here is the Swiss Soldier. It is the similar scales as the Forrester, but in a different color, in this olive drab. And it's also got a one-hand deployment for the blade. All these knives have a similar tool set with some differences, but the main tools are suitable for bushcraft and camping, and the main tools are the same. Let's talk about the main blades for each of the knives. So for the Trailmaster, as I mentioned, there is a one-handed version and a two-handed version, which is this one. With the two-handed version, you just have to pinch it and open it up. And this is a straight edge blade, as you can see. For all these knives, they all have a liner lock for the main blade. So you have to push it to the side and allow it to close up. There's also a half stop for safety. So this is the main blade for the Trailmaster. For the Forrester, one-hand deployment, and this is also a straight edge blade, but slightly different design, of course, because of that one-handed opening. Some people don't really like the design of this knife, but I think it's a quiet taste. Finally, for the Swiss Soldier, very similar, but this sports a combo serrated and straight edge blade. So as you can see, the serration over here and the straight edge part over there. And it's interesting to note this is a chisel grind. So that means the grind is only on one side of the blade. For the straight edge blades, you get the typical V grind. Now, Victorinox does not officially advertise the composition of the alloy or the quality of the steel and its hardness, but the understanding within the community is that it is EN 1.4110. The steel is not very hard, but can be sharpened easily, and definitely if pushed to the limits, can be used in survival situations. All these models of the Swiss Army knife have a wood saw, which is essential for bushcraft tasks. You flip it up just like that, and you can effectively saw wood and branches with this. Note, there is no liner lock for the saw. Now, the saw is very well made, and you can use it practically and effectively outdoors. It will take approximately 6 to 8 minutes to saw through a branch that is about 2.5 inches in diameter. You can also use this to start notches and then use the knife to cut the notch out. The great thing about the saw is you can also use it to strike a ferro rod to create sparks. All these knives also have a cap lifter with wire stripper and a flathead screwdriver. And this is held in place by a liner lock as well. In fact, it's the same liner which holds the main blade in place, because that's a diagonal piece bent in such a way that it's springing on either side. So that's how the liner lock works in this case. This has a half stop for safety feature, which is pretty good, so you can use it this way for the screwdriver or extend it fully. Now, the other side of the knife features the can opener and a smaller flathead screwdriver. So this is a very effective can opener, except that there are hardly any cans that you need to open now. But the hook of the can opener can also be used to hook the bail of a cook pot. Now, all these three knives have these same tools for the front. Now, the difference comes in the back. So for this Forrester, you get a corkscrew driver over here, so, or cork opener. So, but for the Soldier and the Trailmaster, you get the Phillips head screwdriver. So that is one main difference, and you have to figure out, okay, which is more important for you when it comes to bushcraft and survival. Now, in terms of the back tools, there's also another tool, and that's the awl, and that's over here. This can be used to punch through leather or drill holes into wood. Now, one thing to note is that for the Trailmaster, because it's got these nylon scales, it has the nylon tools in the form of the toothpick as well as the tweezers. Now, this actually has been swapped out for a ferro rod. This is a third-party product, and that fits in place of the toothpick, but you do get handle scales for this and not these two, because these do not have any space for the handle scales. Surprisingly, I've not found a version of the 111mm Swiss Army knife that has a serrated combo blade but a corkscrew. Now, if you know any model that has this, please let me know in the comments below. So which of these models do you like for bushcraft, survival and camping? Which style of blade do you prefer, the combo serrated blade or straight edge? And do you think the corkscrew opener is better, or the Phillips head is more useful for outdoor use? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Personally, I've tried all these knives outdoors and think either one of the one-handed versions work. As mentioned, both the serrated and combo blade and straight blade all work well, but I personally prefer the straight blade because it's easier to make feather sticks and do fine work, and it's easier to sharpen. So of these three, my pick would be the Forrester. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and if you like the content in general, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.